Level 1. The candidate. The tear gas is a living thing. It claws at your throat. It sears your sinuses. It floods your eyes until the world dissolves into a smear of chemical pain. An instructor's voice cuts through the fog. He tells you to take off your mask. You do it. He asks for your name, rank, and serial number. You try to answer. Your lungs reject the air. You choke out a few words before the coughing doubles you over. This is the gas house. It is designed to break you. All around you, other candidates are vomiting, crying, quitting. You stay on your feet. You keep your eyes open. This is the first gate. Your life is now a series of tests: physical tests, mental tests, psychological tests. You run until your legs cramp and your vision tunnels. You shoot until your hands are raw and the scent of gunpowder is baked into your skin. You crawl through mud under simulated machine gun fire. They want to see who you are when everything is stripped away. They are not looking for the strongest man. They are not looking for the fastest man. They are looking for the man who will not quit. The shoot house is your new church. It's a maze of plywood and 2x4s, reconfigured every day. Your first time clearing a room is clumsy. You crowd the doorframe, a fatal mistake. They call it the fatal funnel. You learn to stack up. You learn the fluid ballet of a 4-man entry. 1 man goes right, 2 man goes left, 3 man goes long, 4 man holds the door. You shout clear until your throat is hoarse. It's muscle memory. It's a violent dance practiced until it becomes instinct. Your movements become efficient, economical, deadly. You see the senior operators, they move with a quiet confidence you don't have. They carry themselves differently. They have a look in their eyes, a look that says they have seen things you haven't. They are the standard. You want to be them. You justify the pain, the missed family dinners, the exhaustion that sinks into your bones. This is a calling. This is for a greater purpose. You tell yourself this every morning when the alarm goes off at 0400. It's a small price to pay to be one of the few. Level 2. The operator. The call comes at 3:17 a.m. A high-risk warrant. Barricaded narcotics dealer known to be armed. The adrenaline hits you like a physical blow. It's cold, sharp, and clears your head completely. You suit up. The level foy plates, the helmet, the M4 rifle. The gear is heavy, almost 60 pounds of it, but you don't feel the weight. In the back of the Bearcat, the armored transport, there is only silence. The silence is the sound of professionals preparing for violence. Each man is lost in his own ritual, checking his magazines, securing his gear, visualizing the entry. The procedural is for a no-knock warrant. You are the 2-man. The Bearcat rolls to a stop a block away. You move on foot, silent and dark. You stack on the front door. The 1-man, the breacher, sets the ram. The team leader gives a single hand signal. The ram hits the door once, twice, and the frame splinters. A flashbang goes in. The explosion is a concussive boom and a blinding white light, designed to disorient anyone inside. You are already moving. You flow through the door, rifle up, scanning your sector. Your job is the left wall. You see a couch, a television, a coffee table. You scream the words you've practiced 1,000 times. Police, search warrant, get on the ground. You are a force of nature, an overwhelming wave of armor, weapons, and noise. A man stumbles out of a bedroom, hands half raised. Another operator puts him on the ground. The whole entry takes less than 10 seconds. It is a violent, chaotic, and perfectly executed plan. You start to see the world differently. It's divided into 2 groups, us and them. The sheep and the wolves, and you are the sheepdog. You see the worst of humanity on a regular basis. The squalor, the violence, the abuse. The faces blur together. You rationalize the work. Overwhelming force prevents gunfights. A smashed door is better than a dead cop. A terrified suspect is better than a dead suspect. These are the new rules you live by. Your wife tells you that you've changed. You are quieter, you are harder. You tell her she doesn't understand what it's like out there. She doesn't. Level 3. The team leader. You aren't the first man through the door anymore. You're in the back of a mobile command vehicle, a converted van filled with monitors and radios. You watch the breach on a thermal feed from a drone hovering silently over the target house. The weight is different now. It's not the physical weight of gear, it's the cold, heavy weight of command. Every man on that entry team is your responsibility. Their lives are in your hands. Your job is no longer action, it's architecture. You design the operation. You spend hours going over blueprints, satellite photos, and intelligence reports. You build the plan. Who is on the entry team? Who has lethal cover? Who has less lethal? Where do the snipers set up? You run the what-ifs until you are exhausted. What if the target moves to the basement? What if he has a dog? What if the door is reinforced with steel? You have a contingency for every possibility. You brief the team. You walk them through the model of the house. You answer their questions. Then you send them out. The plan is your property. The outcome is your burden. During a barricaded suspect call, a rookie operator gets shot. A round comes through a wall and hits him in the leg. It was a known risk. The intel said the suspect was armed with a high-powered rifle. You made the call to approach. You visit the operator in the hospital. He's in good spirits. The doctors say he'll make a full recovery. His wife is there. She looks at you, her eyes asking a question you can't answer. You go back to the office and write the after-action report. You use specific, neutral language. You document the tactical decision-making process. The report is clean. It shows no errors in judgment. The feeling in your gut is not. Your world shrinks. Your friends are all cops. Your conversations are about calls, gear, and tactics. You miss another wedding anniversary for a training exercise. You justify it as necessary. The team needs you. Your marriage ends in a quiet, sterile meeting with lawyers. Your kids are teenagers now. They know the man who pays the bills, not the man you are. You accept this. It is the cost of the job. Level 4. The commander. You sit in a conference room at City Hall. The chief of police is to your left. A city councilman is across the table. They aren't talking about door-breaching techniques or sniper overwatch. They are talking about budgets. They are talking about overtime spending. They are talking about public perception and a negative story in the morning paper. You are no longer a warrior. You are a politician with a badge. The field of battle is now a budget meeting. The enemy is bad press. You command a hostage situation from your office. The suspect has barricaded himself inside his ex-girlfriend's apartment. The media is already on scene, their vans lining the street. This is not just a tactical problem, it is a public relations problem. Every decision is weighed against how it will look on the 11 o'clock news. You authorize the use of a throw phone to establish communication. You hold off on deploying chemical agents for 2 hours, waiting for the chief to get political cover from the mayor. The team leader on scene wants to make a dynamic entry. He says the suspect is getting agitated. You tell him to hold. You are managing the narrative. A successful operation is one that disappears from the news cycle in 24 hours. You are a manager of risk and resources. You send your B team to serve a warrant on a low-level dealer in a bad part of town. You save your A team, your most experienced operators, for the calls that might get media attention. You call this strategic resource allocation. The truth is you are protecting the department's image, not just your people. You see operations as a series of data points on a screen. The people involved, suspects, victims, officers, become abstract figures. You haven't smelled gas or cleared a room in 5 years. You testify in federal court, a civil rights lawsuit for a raid that went wrong 3 years ago. A grandmother died of a heart attack during the entry. You are on the stand for 4 hours. You speak in a calm, detached monotone. You use the language of the system. Exigent circumstances. Officer safety. Subject non-compliance. You stick to the facts as they are written in your report. The city's attorney prepped you for weeks. You are a good witness. The city wins the case. You walk out of the courthouse and never think about the woman's name again. It was just a file. Level 5. The architect. You stand in a beige, windowless seminar room in Quantico, Virginia. You're wearing a perfectly tailored suit. The people in the room are not SWAT cops. They are unit commanders from the FBI's hostage rescue team leaders from LAPD D platoon, and policy advisors from the Department of Homeland Security. They listen when you speak. They take notes. You are no longer in the system. You are the man who designs it. Your work is entirely abstract. You create national-level training doctrine. You write the manuals that will determine how thousands of officers respond to active shooters and hostage crises for the next decade. The procedural walkthrough is no longer about clearing a single room. It's about analyzing data from a dozen mass casualty events. You break down incidents into phases, you create flowcharts and decision-making trees, you use language like casualty mitigation strategies, interagency deconfliction, and asymmetrical threat paradigms. The work is clean, bloodless. You are solving a complex mathematical equation where the variables are human lives. Your influence is immense, but you are completely detached from the consequences. You hear on the news about a school shooting in a state you've never been to. The news anchor praises the police response. They used a new tactic for hallway entries. It's a tactic you developed 6 months ago. You feel a quiet flicker of professional satisfaction. You don't think about the children. You don't think about the shooter. You think about the successful implementation of your doctrine. The faces of the people, the smell of cordite, the screams, they are all gone. They are memories of a man you used to be. You are a ghost, a legend, an architect. You have a home in Northern Virginia with a view of the river. Your consulting firm bills $400 an hour. You are respected. You are powerful. You are a success by every conceivable measure. You have everything. And you are profoundly, unshakably alone. Your life is a series of accomplishments, not relationships. It is a monument to a man who no longer exists. Somewhere, in a city you left long ago, a young candidate is on his knees in the gas house. He is choking, his eyes are on fire, but he is refusing to quit. He dreams of the badge, the gear, the brotherhood. He dreams of being a hero. He has no idea what he is signing up for. He has no idea what it will cost, but he'll learn. They always do.